Hey everyone, it's Shane, and I'm here with Erica
Hi.
for another deep dive.
Yes.
Today we are catching up with Kecia.
Oh, yeah, from Kecia's tour life.
Yeah, Kecia's tour life. Her blog always seems to take us on the road with her, whether she's exploring a new city
Right.
or rocking out at a concert.
Yep.
And this time is no different.
Yeah, you're right. Kecia seems to have a knack for curating these incredible experiences that blend music and travel, and this deep dive is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
She drove 7 hours from Ohio to Milwaukee to see Stevie Wonder.
7 hours. I can barely handle a trip to the grocery store without a podcast to keep me company.
Wow.
But seriously, seeing Stevie Wonder live is a bucket list experience for so many people.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he rarely tours these days, so the energy at that concert must have been incredible.
Absolutely. Think about it. You have 18,000 people packed into the Feezer Forum, all waiting to hear a legend.
Right.
And it wasn't just about the music itself. Kecia mentioned how Stevie's daughter, Aisha, the very same Aisha he sang about in Isn't She Lovely, actually escorted him to the stage.
Oh, wow.
That personal touch must have added another layer of emotion to the whole night.
Okay, now that's a detail you don't get just reading a concert review online. That's
Yeah.
the kind of thing that makes you feel like you're right there in the crowd.
Exactly. And speaking of being in the crowd, Kecia did mention one hilarious detail. Apparently, there was a woman in front of her who couldn't decide what to do with her ponytail. Up, down, and out.
Oh, no.
It was a whole performance in itself.
Okay, I have to admit, I'd be totally distracted by that, too.
Yeah.
But let's get back to Stevie. He's got so many hits, it's impossible to fit them all into one concert.
Right.
Did Kecia mention what songs he played?
She did.
Oh, good.
He played Master Blaster, Superstition, Isn't She Lovely, of course, and a whole bunch more. Kecia said if he played every hit, they'd still be there now. But what's interesting is the theme he chose for the concert. It was called Sing Your Song, As We Fix Our Nation's Broken Heart, which suggests he wanted to do more than just entertain.
Yeah. Stevie Wonder has always been known for blending his music with social commentary. Makes you wonder, what did he have to say about fixing our nation's broken heart?
That's a great question. We know he's been vocal about social justice issues throughout his career.
Yeah.
Do you think he used this concert as a platform to address specific political issues, or was it more about promoting broader themes of hope and unity?
I'm leaning towards the latter.
Yeah.
I mean, music has this incredible power to bring people together.
Right?
It can transcend political divides and create a shared sense of community. Maybe he was tapping into that to encourage people to find common ground and work towards healing the divisions in our society.
That's a really insightful point, and it makes me think about the power of music to create a sense of hope, especially during challenging times.
Absolutely. But this deep dive isn't just about an epic concert, is it?
No, it's not.
Kecia's adventures always seem to involve unique places to stay. Tell me about this art hotel.
Okay, get this. After the concert, Kecia checked into the St. Kate the Arts Hotel. This isn't your average hotel. From what Kecia describes, it's more like stepping into a living, breathing art gallery.
Wait, hold on. A hotel that doubles as an art gallery? That's a new one for me. How does that even work?
Well, imagine walking into a lobby that's not filled with the usual check-in desk and bellhops.
Right.
But instead with captivating art installations that set the tone for your entire stay. It's art from the moment you step through the door.
So it's not just some paintings on the wall.
Yeah.
They've actually integrated art into the design and atmosphere of the entire hotel.
Exactly. Kecia mentioned rotating exhibitions in dedicated galleries within the hotel. That means there's always something new to discover, even for repeat guests.
Wow. So you could actually plan a trip around the art that's being showcased at the hotel.
Right.
That's brilliant. I bet it attracts a whole different type of traveler.
You're right. And I'm curious to know more about the specifics. What kind of art are we talking about here? Is it contemporary art, classic masterpieces, local artists? What's the vibe?
And did Kecia mention anything about the rooms themselves? Is the art theme carried through to the guest rooms, or is that where things get a little more normal?
Great questions. Let's dig into those details and see what else we can unearth about this art-centric hotel. It seems the art theme definitely extends to the rooms. Kecia was particularly excited about having a playable ukulele in her room.
Oh, wow.
She also mentioned that guests can choose vinyl records from a curated collection to play on in-room record players. It's like they've designed each room to be a mini art studio, encouraging guests to tap into their own creative energy.
That's amazing. It sounds like they've really thought about how to create an immersive experience for their guests.
Right.
It's not just about looking at art, it's about interacting with it.
Yeah.
Experiencing it on a personal level that makes you think about how we typically experience art.
Right.
We go to a museum,
Right.
stand behind a velvet rope,
Yeah.
and observe from a distance.
Yeah.
But at this hotel, the art is integrated into your living space, becoming a part of your daily routine.
Exactly.
That means even grabbing a bite to eat becomes a cultural experience.
You know, it's interesting how Kecia seems to gravitate toward these experiences that blend different forms of artistic expression.
Yeah.
First, the Stevie Wonder concert, which seamlessly combined music and social commentary.
Mm-hmm.
And now this art hotel where every detail seems designed to stimulate the senses and inspire creativity.
That's a great observation, and it makes me wonder if this is a conscious choice on Kecia's part, or if it's more of a subconscious draw toward these kinds of immersive experiences. Do you think she actively seeks them out, or do they just seem to find her?
Maybe it's a bit of both. I think she's definitely intentional about seeking out travel experiences that are unique and enriching. But I also think there's an element of serendipity at play.
Right.
She's open to new experiences and allows herself to be guided by her curiosity, which often leads her to unexpected discoveries like this art hotel.
I doubt she knew all the details beforehand,
Right.
but she was willing to take a chance on it, and it turned out to be an amazing experience.
That's a great point. And it speaks to the importance of being open to new experiences,
Yeah.
even if they're outside of our comfort zones.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the most rewarding journeys are the ones we least expect.
Speaking of unexpected journeys, did Kecia mention anything about the art itself?
She did.
What kind of art is on display at the St. Kate?
She mentioned that each floor has its own distinct art collection, turning the corridors into mini galleries. And the style of art is contemporary, focusing on showcasing emerging artists and pushing the boundaries of traditional art forms.
That's really cool. It's like the hotel itself is a giant canvas for artistic exploration, and guests get to wander through this constantly evolving exhibition.
It really flips the script on what a hotel stay can be. It's no longer just a place to sleep. It's a destination in itself, a place to engage with art and maybe even discover your own creative spark. I'm starting to understand why Kecia said this hotel deserved its own blog post. It seems to be a perfect reflection of her own passion for exploring the intersection of art and travel.
Absolutely, and art can exist anywhere, and it has the power to enrich our lives in unexpected ways.
I completely agree. It makes you wonder if there are other hidden gems out there.
Yeah.
Places where art and hospitality collide to create these immersive and transformative experiences.
I'm sure there are, and I bet Kecia will be the one to find them. But before we get too carried away dreaming about our next art-filled adventure, let's get back to the concert for a moment.
Okay.
Kecia mentioned a powerhouse vocalist named Shalea.
Oh, yes. She described Shalea as channeling legends like Roberta Flack, bringing the house down with her soulful renditions.
That's awesome. I always love hearing about up-and-coming artists.
Yeah.
It's like a little bonus discovery within an already amazing experience.
Right.
I wonder if Shalea's performance tied into the overall theme of the concert. Did Kecia mention anything about that?
She didn't go into detail about the specific songs Shalea performed, but she did mention that the energy in the room was electric. She described it as feeling like a collective exhale, as if the audience was releasing all the tension and anxiety of the past few years and allowing themselves to be swept away by the music.
That's beautiful. And it makes me think about the role of music in helping us process our emotions, especially during challenging times.
I agree. Music has this incredible ability to tap into our deepest feelings and provide a sense of catharsis. It can be a source of comfort, inspiration, and even healing.
And in a world that often feels divided and chaotic, those shared moments of musical connection can be incredibly powerful. They remind us that we're not alone in our struggles, and that there's beauty and hope to be found even in the midst of darkness.
Absolutely, and I think that's what makes Kecia's story so compelling. She's not just attending concerts or staying in hotels. She's actively seeking out experiences that nourish her soul and connect her with something larger than herself.
And that's something we can all learn from. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day and forget to nourish our creative spirits. But Kecia reminds us that it's important to seek out those experiences that bring us joy and connect us with something bigger than ourselves.
It's like she's saying, hey, life is short, get out there and experience it. And she does it with such a contagious sense of enthusiasm.
Right. She's not just checking things off a list. She's fully immersing herself in every experience, soaking up every detail and sharing it all with such passion. And that's what makes her blog, Kecia's Tour Life, so engaging.
What I find interesting is how she manages to capture the essence of a place through her writing. She doesn't just tell you what she saw and did. She makes you feel like you're right there with her experiencing it all firsthand.
Totally. She's got this knack for weaving together personal anecdotes, vivid descriptions, and thoughtful reflections. It's like she's painting a picture with her words, creating a tapestry of music, art, and travel that's both entertaining and inspiring.
You know, it's funny, we started this deep dive talking about Kecia's 7-hour drive to Milwaukee, and now we're talking about the power of music and art to transport us to different worlds without ever leaving our homes. It's all about finding those things that spark our curiosity and ignite our passions.
So what does this all mean for you, our dear listener? We hope that Keisha's story has inspired you to seek out your own adventures, to explore the world with an open heart and a curious mind. Maybe it's a road trip to a music festival, a weekend getaway, to a city renowned for its art scene, or simply a visit to a local museum you've always meant to check out.
The point is, you don't need an elaborate itinerary or a big budget to experience the joy of combining music and travel. It's about being present, being open to new experiences, and allowing yourself to be moved by the beauty that surrounds you.
And who knows, maybe you'll even be inspired to start your own blog, documenting your adventures and sharing your discoveries with the world. But for now, we encourage you to dive into Keisha's world by visiting her blog at keciastilllife.com and connecting with her on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Let her be your guide as you explore the vibrant intersection of music, art, and travel.
Until next time, keep those deep dives coming.